Yo, what's good, y'all? So if there's something that we all have in common is that we have all at some point experienced burnout. Burnout, like when you just have so much on your plate and you need to take a load off. You're just working, and the tension with the stress on stress on stress, and you don't even realize that you're hitting that wall where you need to take a break, you need to take a step back. And what I realize with many creatives like you and me is that we often don't see the signs, the things that are warning us, like, hey, you are reaching your level, you're reaching that, like you're running out of gas in a tank, you need to take a step back. So I realized, you know what, why don't we have that discussion today? I want to talk to you guys about the top signs that you're probably burning out or you're already burnt out as a creative, as an artist. And today we're gonna talk about it. But real quick, I gotta show some love to the sponsors, because without them, this wouldn't even be possible. And as always, man, y'all already know the business, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell, and let's get to work. Salutes to that. Okay, so the first sign that you're probably burnt out, you're burning yourself out, is when you are physically tired consistently or on a regular basis, but you're not sick. This is a clear-cut sign, a clear-cut indicator that you're probably burning yourself out. You're probably overloaded with stuff. If you're that person that, for whatever reason, you're always consistently tired, or every time we talk to you, you're like, man, I'm just tired today. And we're like, oh yeah, you feeling all right? You good? Like, yeah, I mean, ain't nothing wrong. I'm just tired. You feel me? Like, that is an indicator that you're dealing with stress, that you're dealing with tension, especially if it's one of those days where you ain't done nothing. Like, it ever been like a weekend, a Saturday or Sunday, and you ain't really done nothing? Maybe you watched a movie or two on the couch, you're playing games, whatever it is, and then like the next day at work, you still felt tired even though you didn't do nothing physical the day before. This is an indication of possible burnout, so please take that into account. Also, if you start eating worse than you usually do, like you just been eating a bunch of trash fast food, you ain't had no fruits, you ain't had no vegetables, and you ain't drinking no water, that is another sign of possible burnout, because honestly, how you eat does affect how you feel in the long run. So keep that in mind as well. Okay, so the next sign that you're probably experiencing burnout is if you feel guilty about not working. Listen, I know exactly how this feels. This is probably something that's close to my heart, because I know what this feels like. If you're one of those people that feels like, man, if I stop working on this project, if I stop working on this song, it ain't never gonna get done. If I stop, emailing this person, or if I stop messaging them, or I stop hitting them up consistently, I'm gonna miss out on that. Or if I stop working right now, the 50 different tasks and things that I'm working on, if I stop working on just one of them, I'm gonna miss out on the opportunity. Guys, calm down, relax. Life does move on. And we have to understand that not every opportunity is an opportunity for us. The moment you start feeling guilty because you need to take a break, or you need to take a vacation, or you need to take a step back, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's probably stress, and you're probably overloading yourself. So please be careful of that. Okay, another sign that you might be overloading yourself and that you're feeling burnt out is when you start feeling irritated. When you start getting a little irritated, when your body is under, you feel pressure, you feel tension, or when you feel stress, your body tenses up. You know what I mean? Like, it tenses up, and all of a sudden, normally that nice, calm, collected person that you are becomes very defensive. You get into defense mode. You get irritated very, very quickly. And what ends up happening is when other people are trying to help you out, like, oh, they want to give you more ideas on a particular thing, or they want to critique something, or they just want to give you their opinion on what you're working on, what you're doing. There are moments where we get defensive for no reason. Let's keep that a whole hundred. Sometimes we get defensive for no reason, when honestly the real reason is that we're stressed and we're stretched thin because of all the different things that we're doing. Some of you guys are trying to do the music while trying to be a producer, trying to do graphic design. Then you're trying to do the mixing and mastering. Oh, now you want to be a video game streamer, and you also want to shoot videos for other people. Hey, calm down. That's way too much. And I understand we're in a culture where you feel like you have to do all those things, but the truth is you don't have to do all those things. So stop putting that much stress and pressure on yourself. Okay, so the next sign that you might be experiencing burnout is when you notice that you haven't really been motivated for an extended period of time. Now, granted, I'm talking to people that normally are hard workers. For those of y'all that are normally lazy and you only want to work on music maybe once every 6 months to a year, I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all got y'all's own things to work on, right? I'm talking to the people that are normally motivated. You have a high motor. You're always working on something new, and just you notice lately that you don't really want to work on nothing. Like that passion doesn't seem to be there, or you feel like you're having a creative block, or writer's block, or beat block, or whatever it is, and it's not flowing like it usually is. That probably is an indication, or it's a sign that you're probably overloaded, you're probably stressed, and you might want to take a step back and relax and chill. And I don't know, maybe go to the spa, man. Maybe get a nice little massage or something, or or if you don't got the money, get Bay to do it. You feel me? Like, maybe wash the dishes or something, take out the trash, and then like, hey, babe. Okay, this one's a big one. This is a big sign that you are overloading yourself. When you start hating on other people's success and you find it hard to congratulate others for what they're doing. Look, if you notice that you've been a little bit salty lately, you've been a little bit bitter lately, and you've been acting envious towards others, that is a huge indicator that you are probably burnt out. Now, granted, it's not that you're hating on them. Like, it's not like the issue, in reality, the issue isn't actually them. The issue is the fact that you're stressed and you're tired. And what you're tired of is you're tired of not necessarily attaining or reaching the level of success that you have in your mind, what you consider to be success. So it's really not even them. It's not them that you have a problem with. I mean, you might have a problem with them, but generally speaking, it's not that you have an actual problem with them. It's the fact that you're seeing them reach their goals. You're seeing them do things. You're seeing them get likes and comments and shares and streams and all this other stuff, and you're feeling like, yo, what's going on with me? And you're just putting more stress and more pressure and all that other stuff on yourself. So be mindful, check yourself, and go like, yo, so-and-so, they posted on social media that they got new streams, or they got a new job, or they had a new kid, or whatever it is, and I didn't really congratulate them like I normally would. Wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Okay, so the next sign is when you notice that you've been doing more business stuff than you have been doing creative stuff. Now listen, regardless of your career field or your industry, there's always going to be the business side. There's always going to be contracts. There's always going to be lingo and things that you're going to need to read. There's always going to be meetings and video calls and all that other stuff. But if you're spending 90% of your time, 75% of your time doing business stuff, administrative stuff, tasks and stuff like that, and you're not working on your creative side, no wonder you feel tense. No wonder you feel stressed. No wonder you're running into writer's block and you're having creative blocks and things like that, because your creative juices are dry, my guy. They're dry, my lady. You have to have that good balance between creativity and business. If you're doing all business, why do you think you don't feel motivated to work on new music? Or why do you think you're overly critical of your stuff? It's because you're stressing yourself out. You're a little tense. You need to fall back and relax. You feel me? Relax. All right. Another sign that you are probably burning yourself out, or you're burnt out already, is when you start believing the devil's lie. Now, some of you guys are like, Sarge, what are you talking about? What is the devil's lie? Well, when I was growing up, like folks in the church would have this saying like, oh, the devil is a lie. Hey, don't believe that. Hey, God ain't say that, right? And so what is the devil's lie when it comes to artists and musicians and producers and singers and rappers, etc.? Well, that's believing that you're alone. That's the devil's lie. That you're alone, that no one understands your grind, that you're not good enough, that you're not pretty enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not going to make a difference. Guys, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Farther from the truth. Listen up, and I'm speaking from personal experience. When you start feeling burnt out and tapped out, and you're hitting that wall, that imaginary wall, you start doubting yourself. You start doubting yourself and you really start believing that you're not special. That there are tons of other people that are better than you, more talented than you, have more opportunities than you, grew up in a better, had a better upbringing than you, went to better schools than you. You start believing all these things, and they have nothing to do with where you're going. They have nothing to do with how much better you're gonna be this month and 6 months from now in a year. It has nothing to do with that. But when you're not paying attention to how much you're taking on and your workload, that stress comes. Then the stress comes, then the tension comes, then the doubt comes, then the fear comes, then the anxiety comes. All that stuff comes crashing down. And this is why it's so important for all of us to pay attention to how much we're putting on ourselves, checking our expectations, checking our egos, checking our pride, all those things at the door. So I got a question for y'all. Like, what do you guys normally do when you feel like you're burnt out or you're feeling burnt out? What are things that you guys do to kind of relax and calm down and chill and relax your mind and get those creative juices flowing again? I don't know. But anyway, do you guys feel like this video was helpful? Do you feel like this is something that you can actually apply to your career or even tell other people about? If so, man, y'all know the deal, man. Go ahead and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, if there's a particular topic you want me to talk about, go ahead, drop it in the comment section. I do read my comments and I will, add your suggestion to the list. And as always, man, be you, enjoy your life and live authentic. Salutes to that, and I'll catch y'all later.